Berkshire Hathaway shareholders are getting ready for a special meeting in Omaha this morning to approve the $26 billion Burlington Northern deal. We're back now with Bloomberg columnist Alice Schroeder. She is author of the only authorized Buffett biography, The Snowball. Alice, just before the break, we were talking about what this means for Berkshire shareholders, and you said they might be able to sleep easier at night. But aren't we talking about a particular kind of Buffett shareholder, the one who sort of wants to plod along following Buffett's long-term strategy, his deal-making acumen, and talent for finding out undervalued companies? Because for a while, it was all about insurance and maybe the prospect of what Buffett could do with that float that he generates from the premiums. And the risk may have made Berkshire more attractive to some shareholders who might not find it so appealing anymore, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, under Buffett, that kind of risk was something that people were looking for. And the question is, under a successor, would those same shareholders still find it so appealing?
Do you think that the Burlington Northern deal changes the prospects for any of those putative successors? And if we could, let's go through some of the 3 or 4 that you think are most likely to step into Warren's shoes once he decides to retire or step back as CEO and chairman.
Oh, it's a dangerous game to start naming names here, you know. I mean, David Sokol's name, who runs Mid-American Energy, chairman of that business, has been bandied about a lot. He is currently in charge of the turnaround at NetJets. There's been a lot of controversy lately over how that's being handled. You know, I think that that's a question. It's going to depend on a lot of things, including NetJets. As far as the others go, you know, since I have known Warren Buffett, he has changed his mind a number of times on the successor. He says there's several operating managers. Ajit Jain, who runs his reinsurance division, there's a lot of people who would like him. Ajit doesn't want the job. Kevin Clayton from Clayton Homes, I think, is a possibility. He's young, he runs a smaller business, but he understands financial services. Some of the other people often name, Tony Nicely at Geico, he's too old. Buffett trusts him, but he's not the right age. Rich Santulli from NetJets, gone. So within the company, I think there's not a lot of candidates. Outside the company, there's several people. I'm going to name some names. Byron Trott, Buffett's banker. Also, you know, there might be a couple other people outside the company that would be possibilities.
No, but Alice, that's a great rundown. Do you think that the fact that Buffett has now gone and done the Burlington Northern deal makes it more likely that any of those candidates becomes his successor?
I think that it does make it more likely that some of the people with operating experience would be his successor. There's nobody with railroad experience in the company, and the financial service person, Ajit Jain, the insurance guy, I think the odds on him go down. It's less imperative that you have somebody like him, so it raises the odds for the others.
Alice, thanks so very much. That's Alice Schroeder. She's author of The Snowball, the only authorized biography of Warren Buffett.